What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we have got our rewards and an SBC, and then we're going to play, I think I'm going to play some rivals, I don't know. But we've got a lot to talk about. I don't know if I'll just do one live game and go from there. I don't know what we're going to do. We've got a lot to talk about today though. Basically on stream last night we went through a lot of the SBCs and players that I've worked towards on this account, and we figured out that outside of UCL upgrades and Premier League specific league upgrades and Team of the Week upgrades and all the other SBCs, and just in terms of the actual player SBCs themselves, I've spent 1.5 million coins on them. Now of course this is a first owner Road to Glory, so there's some kind of like reasoning behind that, but ultimately we would have been far better off selling the players, and like there's only a few players basically that I've used and loved, and that doesn't include like Aubameyang and stuff. That's basically all of the players that I've used not a lot and could have absolutely lived without. But I want to talk about that in a little more detail through the video, so obviously when talking about it live I miss points and so on and so forth, so I want to make sure we get everything across. But I'm gonna do the Lacazette, guys. Speaking of wasting coins and cards and stuff, we've got ourselves Jordan Pickford. He can go. What my kind of rule here was, even though this is a first owner Road to Glory, I don't know where we're going with the first owner Road to Glory yet. I'm not about to make any rash decisions, but I am getting to the point where I feel like I want to start purchasing players to play with, because I think it will allow us to play with more fun teams, but we will also get into that part of this during the video. So basically my rule here kind of for this SBC was just using players that I can buy off the market again. So obviously the red informs are informs, so if ever I needed Iago Aspas for a team, and we went away from the first owner Road to Glory, I could buy him and use him. We obviously haven't used these guys for much. I used Pickford for 57 games, didn't like him at all, way too short. We've got Laporte that we picked up, Alderweireld that we picked up, and Vincent Kompany that we picked up. I'm then using this Leroy Sané. As a lot of people have pointed out quite a lot to me recently, I have a lot of left mids now, and now that I have Sané, Son, Sterling, Martial, among others, and Rashford as well, I don't need that many, so I'm going to utilise this Sané, and he has been a great addition to our squad. You know, 357 games, 136 goals, 123 assists, and now it's time to say goodbye to him. I went and bought Bernardo Silva. He's one of the cheapest 85s in the Premier League. Dembele as well picked up there, and Coutinho can go as well. Although I said this on stream too, funnily enough, I didn't like this Coutinho card when I was playing with him, and it's a surprise to me because I subbed him off at half time in basically every game, which means in 20 halves he's got 8 goals and 8 assists, which is really, really surprising. I didn't think his return would have been that good because I didn't enjoy him. But again, this card just sits there in my club. It doesn't do anything. I would much rather switch out, get Lacazette, get rid of Mkhitaryan there as well, and then Stuani and Aspas can go too. I'd rather get rid of these for this Lacazette because I want every special Arsenal card. So this is like I will play with the Arsenal players I've got this week as well. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Torreira, and Mkhitaryan will start in my squad come what may. And that Lacazette there, guys, then is in our club. So FUTMAS LACAZETTE has been achieved. And today we're also going to be opening the FUT Champs and FUT Rivals rewards together, because I don't even know where I got in FUT Rivals, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. It might have been rank 4. It might have been terrible. I genuinely don't know. So Lacazette goes into the club and into the squad, and then that's going to move us, guys, on to our Division Rivals rewards. Now, of course, we are now in Division 1, so I get 2 50s and 2 rare Electrum play. Wait, what is that? I don't even know. I honestly don't know what that is. Is that rank 3? It is rank 3. So we've got the 2 50s and 2 rare Electrum player packs untradeable. 250 qualification points. Of course, now, though, we are in Division 1. What's really interesting, though, as I've spoke about before, is most of the guys in Division 1 don't even play. And last week, Division 1, is it that Division 2 rewards? Yeah. Division 1 rank 3 last week finished at about 12,700 points. So I will be able to get the Division 1 rank 3 rewards with little to no extra effort in Division 1. Obviously, if I want to play up to the Ultimate Pack, which I probably will try to do, we'll see how I'll test my skill against the other Division 1 players. If I can play up to the Ultimate Pack, and better yet, the Ultimate Plus Mega Pack, I will do. But yeah, we might. I don't know where we're going with FUT Rivals in the meantime. And then for FUT Champions, guys, we of course bottled it. 22 wins for the second week in a row. I don't know how I've gone from getting 25 wins basically 4 weeks in a row. to getting 22 wins 2 weeks in a row. Especially this week, I was 17-3. I just had to win 6 of my last 10 games, and I choked, and I only won 5. So there you go. 50,000 coins, though, guys, in the bag. 2,000 FUT Champs qualification points, and 2 red player picks. I'm not expecting anything out of these. You know, if we get a Gabriel Jesus, fantastic. You know, obviously, it wouldn't even be that great for me. I think the main culprit for me has got to be Fabinho, personally. So the 3 guys here, Gummy is terrible. Prevlak is terrible. Duncan would be okay if you did Boateng. But we're going to take Tete there. Not the greatest cards for me. My first player pick is absolutely useless. And then player pick number 2 for gold 1. And we get, I mean, it's an 86 rated. Sergio Asenjo. He obviously works with the centre-backs that I have. He's 6'2", which isn't ideal. But he goes to 97 diving, 95 handling, 90 kicking, 96 reflexes, 95 positioning. It's not a good enough goalkeeper. We'll take him, though, for being 86 rated. So those are our 2 player picks. And again, you know, even if I had an extra player pick from Elite 3, am I really going to be picking up Messi or Griezmann or anything like that? I think the answer's no. I think you think the answer's no. And so I think we're all on the same page that doesn't matter where you finish, EA are going to screw us all. So 2 rare election player packs here, guys. This is basically prime gold player packs, but better. They're only 30k in value, but you get 6 shiny golds and 6 shiny silvers. And then obviously in a prime gold players pack, you get 6 shiny golds and 6 common golds. But I would argue that the 6 shiny silvers actually hold more long-term value than is he untradeable? He is. Than the golds, than common golds do. So pack number 1, however, not great for us. Rare election players pack number 2, no walkout. Can we at least get a board on this one? No, we can't. So 0 for 2 in terms of decent packs from our reward so far. That leaves us with 2 50k packs, guys, and 2 100k packs. Trippier goes in there. I think some of these are going to be tradable. DeMarcos can go up. Vendel, I think, can as well. Prato can as well. I know Prato's a duplicate untradeable. I will use the duplicate untradeable glitch if we get a player worthwhile throwing on there. But if not, then I don't care throwing away just 1 random gold. So here we go, 50k pack number 1. No walkout. We do get boards this time at least, though. No inform. It's going to be Brazilian. It obviously can't be Fabinho. It's going to be Neto. That's not bad. A nice 84 rated popped into the club. Definitely need to get myself some more 83s, 84s, 85s for future SBCs. And there's another 83 in Viviano. Generally speaking, though, not the greatest pack there. Volland, Mariano, Milik. Surprised we didn't see an inform for him scoring for Napoli in a 1-0 win. Babel and Ake. So 4 of the 5 as tradables. Tradable duplicates, not too bad at all. And then Babel can go and be gone. And that leaves us with our final untradeable 50k pack. Are we going to get anything from our FUT Rivals rewards? I wouldn't even deserve anything, really, because I didn't play much FUT Rivals. I actually think I didn't play... I played just a few games to get up to Division 1, and that's pretty much it. And we're going to get ourselves Calais on. That, again, isn't bad. Another 84. The fact that we picked up a couple of 84s from those 2 50k packs is pretty damn good. As I said, you know, it's going to help long-term. Ooh, don't be untradeable, though. He is untradeable. Now, that is a bit frustrating. I don't even care to do the glitch. It's going to save me after tax and whatnot. It's only going to save me like a couple of thousand coins. I'm not about that life. Can't be bothered with that. And then for our FUT Champs rewards, guys, 2 100k packs. Can we get any luck at all? No walkout in the first one, so nothing too major coming up here. We do get an inform, though, which is nice. It is going to be Ahan, I think his name is. Oh, no, wait, it's Hamdallah. It could have been... Wow, there's actually a fair few players from this nation in there. You've got Ziyech, Carthela Gonzalez, and Hamdallah. So is that 3 Moroccans, or is there a 4th one? Yeah, 3 Moroccans in one team of the week. I would argue that that's never been done before. I'd argue that this is a first. But to get a team of the week there, guys, pretty decent. You know, 10,000 coins. Takes away from, you know, people will say, if you would have got Elite, you get the 3 guaranteed inform pack. Well, there's one of the 3 from the 100k pack, so I'll take that. And our 100k pack number 2, sadly, no walkout again. We do get a board again, though. No inform on this occasion. French, striker, It's going to be Karim Benzema. So not too bad. I've already got a few of him on the trade pile, so we'll throw him onto the trade pile as well to just finish off the list. Another, oh wow, actually, well, I do have one on the trade pile. I guess I just didn't drag him back down to the club. But all in all, guys, my reward's not really worth it this week. You know, Gold 1 and Division 2, Rank 3. I came away with a little bit of stuff here or there, but we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for reward sets these coming weeks. Obviously, Team of the Week this week is pretty good with Messi and Griezmann and Gabriel Jesus, but not great. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the rewards. Let's get into some gameplay. All right, guys, so I was going to show you some Division 1 gameplay. However, I want to set up... I've got a program for when I stream that shows how, like, my controller inputs, basically. So I want to set that up before I put any gameplay on. I have played some games in Division 1. I'm still in Division 1 as well after 3 games, which is a bonus. But instead of me talking about it over gameplay, I wanted to more talk about what I wanted to talk about with you guys. And that is just the lack of value in absolutely almost any SBC card, okay? And the where this comes from, and of course, for me personally... Obviously, the fact that I'm on a first owner road to glory has some difference in what we're going to talk about here. But in terms of just general club management, making the most out of your Ultimate Team accounts, which is obviously what a lot of my road to glory is about. It's about explaining to you guys how to make the most out of it. EA have got us caught up in this world of, I've a fear of missing out, essentially. I've got to do that SBC because what if he's really useful later on down the line, or what if he's an absolute beast and I didn't know? And the truth remains that actually of all the SBCs that I've done that are just player SBCs, for example, Cruz, not Aubameyang because he's been incredibly influential for the club, Sturridge, Pato, Sterling, Juanfran, Goetze, Milinkovic-Savic, Mkhitaryan, Hernandez, Lucas, Koke, all of these guys that I spent coins on achieving and completing. Son included, Lacazette included now, Martial included, not Martial, sorry, Laporte included. All of these guys, I spent 1.5 million coins at the cost price of SBCs. Now, of course, I've got some value back in the fact that I've got these players that have a value in game. Even as untradables, they have a value in terms of turning them in for other SBCs. But, and I also would have made some coins back because some of these SBCs gave pack rewards as well. But we're looking at, even on average, 1.2 million coins. If we then think about the amount of coins I spent on upgrades to get Bale, to get De Bruyne, to get Handanovic, to get the 2 icons... you know, whatever I did to get those, to get, who else have we got there from the UCL cards? Laporte, Farman, whoever it is. You know, I probably spent millions of coins because the 2-player upgrade packs, the UCL upgrade packs, the Premier League specific league player packs, all of those kind of packs, they were all like 7,000 to 10,000 coins, and I've done hundreds of them, literally. So I've spent genuinely, I would say, somewhere in the region of 5 to 7 million coins worth of cards on SBCs. Now, once again, I do understand that doesn't necessarily mean that I've spent 5 to 7 million coins, because I haven't spent 5 to 7 million coins, because a lot of it was recycled. So the coins that I spent on opening a Premier League player pack, I would have then used those 11 players to potentially build another pack, so it would negate the cost entirely, right? However, I would definitely say that I've spent somewhere along the lines of, 4 million coins, give or take. Actual, usable, tangible, liquid coins. 4 million minimum on all the SBCs that I've done. And the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I am debating again, and it all tie together when we get through the different points of contention. But basically, I'm debating on whether or not I want to continue First Owner SBC, because on the one hand, First Owner SBC is great because it's a lot of fun to see what we could have done. But as you can see by my team right now, most of my team, especially with Robertson there, okay, I'm using the 4 Arsenal players. I probably won't be using Torreira in Weekend League. I might do. I don't know. Like I've struggled. I played 3 Division 1 games, guys, and I've struggled. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a real test. It's just been tough. My team's just not quite good enough, man. But you know, most of my team here is either the red player picks or SBCs. And so I'm kind of in a position now where, as a first owner FC, packs are just irrelevant. And all I'm relying on is EA to give usable, likable, affordable SBCs. And as per the SBCs today, you know, there's that Lukaku that's relatively affordable. He's like 15k from scratch, but a card that would never get close to my team. Leon Bailey's like 50 to 60k. It's an okay card, but it's another left mid that I just don't need. And then Dele Alli it's a good card, not a great card, and definitely not a card that would replace my Henrik Mkhitaryan at cam, or my Kevin De Bruyne at cam, or my number of other players that I can use at cam, whether that's Gareth Bale or Milinkovic-Savic or whoever else it may be that we've got in the team. And so I'm debating on going back to a regular Road to Glory, because we talked about this in like briefly before, but there is no reason to play this game during the midsection of this game. There's great reason to play this game in the early stages because you can grind to a great team. And then there's great reason to play this game at the later stages because Team of the Season, Festival of FUT, that kind of thing are all there. And it's great players for really cheap. But in the middle section, this is the core part of the game. And we're in that part of the game right now where people find less and less value in playing every aspect of the game. And that's a struggle. And the reason why they find less and less value is because right now EA are asking us, for example, with Dele Alli, they are asking us to trade in, whether this is untradeable or not, it has a cost. This Dele Alli has a cost of 100,000 coins. Think back to Team of the Season last year and the kind of player that you could have got for 100,000 coins. It was remarkable. I even think if we go back to, let me go into Foothead, players like that Wayne Rooney card from last year, the Festival of FUT 92 rated Wayne Rooney cam, Everton player, he was selling for, it doesn't actually have his market price here. I don't think, does FUTBin have old player prices? I think it does, doesn't it? FIFA 18 players, here we go. So for example, for 100,000 coins that we're going to get Dele Alli for, we would be able to pick up players the caliber of, and there are some spectacular players as well. And if I remember, guys, I will put this on the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at as well. But in terms of the players, we had a value of around 100,000 coins or lower. There were players, Joshua Kimmich 95 Team of the Season. Handanovic 95 Team of the Season. Carlos Tevez is 95 Festival of FUT card. Now, okay, it's a little tricky to link, but this is a card. I mean, this is a card, right? This card was 60,000 coins for this 95 Festival of FUT Carlos Tevez, and he has exceptional stats: 99 composure, 90 reactions. His physical is 94, his shooting is 96, his pace is 94, and this was 60,000 coins. And so right now I sit here and I'm gutted and disappointed in myself that I've spent so much of my resources on so many of these players because, and this is EA's greatest trick since SBCs have come out. It's the fear of missing out. It's the fear of, when doing Torreira, oh, it's only 25k and he's an alright card. He's a pretty good card. He's a usable card for 25k. That's now 25k that's gone. You get an 82 rated card as your reward. Whether or not he's usable or not is irrelevant to this part of the talking about this. But when you do one card here for 25k, one card there for 40k, one card here for 60k, if you just used an alternative from the market that was either cheaper or the same value and then sold them at a later date, you would have far more like efficiency out of your account. Now the argument is, but you've got to have fun, and I totally get that argument. However, there is plenty on this game to play for fun without having to do SBCs. For example, our red cards. For example, our rewards every week. For example, players like Martinez, this is just a very, very good card that we played for, that we didn't pay for. We earned this card. There are also some exceptions of cards that I think people should spend their coins on and invest in general, because you might be a fan of that club, that nation, league, that player specifically. So, for example, for me, I'm going to do every single Arsenal SBC that comes out just because I am an Arsenal fan and I really want these players in my club. It's a personal thing. It's an enjoyment thing for me. I get a lot of fun and satisfaction out of having all the special Arsenal cards. And then the same thing for Heung-min Son. I absolutely love Heung-min Son. I know, well, he scored 2 goals in 9 games for me. I love Heung-min Son, like, generally speaking. And so I'm going to play with him a lot because I like this card. I like the way he plays in real life. I like the way this card plays in FIFA. So I'm always going to do this card because I want it. But when we look at cards like Juanfran, now, Juanfran at the time, when we think about it, was great value. 150k or whatever it was for Juanfran. And it's a great card. And I've played a lot of games with him, so I've definitely got my money's worth. But if you guys remember, I had untradeable Informed DeMarcos, who wasn't quite as good as Juanfran. But looking back now, if you would have said to me, here's your choice to go back and get DeMarcos, put him back into your club, and get the coins back for Juanfran, I would get the coins back for him every single time. Because ultimately, in this core period of like 4 to 6 months where you've reached a peak already and now you're at that grind for better players, the grind for better players diminishes massively during the back end of the year to the point where it's just not worth wasting your coins on this SBCs in any way, shape or form unless you love the player or you love the team that the player's on or the nation or whatever. And in the argument, and again, this is why with me being a first owner Road to Glory, there's a slight different argument. And if you guys are doing first owner Road to Glories, there's also a different argument. But this is why specifically, if you're not doing a first owner Road to Glory, there is always an alternative on the actual market that will be cheaper than the player that you did the SBC for, or as cheap as the player that you did the SBC for, that would fit into your club quite fine. The only difference is it's not going to be a special card with snow on the top, or it's not going to be a purple card or a blue card or a black card with an orange twinge on it, or a black card with a multicolored FUT 19 on it. It's just going to be a standard gold card or a standard inform. So basically, if you can not buy the card off the market, I want you guys to really think deeply about whether or not you want that SBC card in your account. Because people are saying to me, even now, people are saying, oh, that Leon Bailey is great value. You know, he's 50k coins or so. It's a pretty decent card. And yeah, it's a pretty decent card. Good jumping. Okay stamina, but not great. Great pace. Okay dribbling stats, but not great. A little low on reactions, a little low on composure. How many times have we said that? His passing is pretty poor. His shot power and long shots are okay, but not great. You can apply the right chem style to boost those stats up in some areas. But for the 60k that you're going to pay for this untradeable Leon Bailey, are you telling me in this game that there's not a single player out there on the market that you could buy for 60k, play with until you're done, and then sell on? And even if you only got 40k of those coins back after depreciation and tax, you would still be in a better spot than you are in right now and are doing the Leon Bailey. So I think for this series going forwards, I'm going to be very picky and choosy on who I do for SBCs, because I want to make sure that we could buy a player that we want to use. And yeah, we might lose money on depreciation and tax, but we'll never lose the full amount of coins that get dumped into that player. Looking back at some of the other players that were available, there was Michy Batshuayi, Team of the Season card, was 94 rated with absolutely exceptional stats. You could make him as high as a 98 rated striker with a sniper chem style. A 98 rated striker. I think you could probably get him higher if you put like a Maestro on him. Yeah, Maestro takes him to 98.1 and a Marksman to 97.6. So a Maestro on Batshuayi gave him 99 in every stat in shooting with exception of penalties, 99 in most of the dribbling stats, including 97 composure, 99 jumping, 99 heading, 92 sprint speed. This guy was a 98 rated striker and he was selling for 45,000 coins. So think about that when you say, oh, it's only 50k for that Leon Bailey, because although that Leon Bailey right now might give you that instant gratification of, whoa, I've got this new card, I can't wait to try him out. After you've tried him out and you realize that when you just get those 11 players, that just are little players on the field in the actual game, you don't see that they're FUTMAS card or that they're an icon card. You just see the actual player model, you play with it, and you will get frustrated with those players and think, man, I wish I didn't do that. And for me, I honestly look at most of my team and say, man, I wish I didn't do that. Ferdinand, I'm glad I did. Aubameyang, I'm glad I did. Makelele, I'm glad I did. These guys made humongous improvements to my squad. Obviously, Mbappe was pack-pulled. Varane was pack-pulled. Courtois was pack-pulled, although from an SBC, but tradable anyway. Outside of that, these last three positions that I've kind of got, Torreira, Lacazette, and Son, what I should be doing right now, and this is something for us to decide on with this road to glory and how we proceed going forwards, is I should be buying Neymar, Ronaldo, and whoever the hell is needed to link those two guys in, so that my attack consists of Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Aubameyang, Makelele, and whatever icon CDM I need to fill them up, if, of course, I want to play for wins and results. And on that note, just before we get out of here today, guys, I don't know how I want to handle Division 1. In terms of FUT Rivals, it is very tough in FUT Rivals in Division 1. And with the team that I have, as I say, the 3 games that I've played already, I got exposed a little bit. Like, one of the guys, I came up against 3 top 100/pro players, right, in a row. And I'm like, this can't be all I'm going to be playing here. There's got to be another half, not casual, because I'm not casual, but there's got to be another non-pro or top 100 in Division 1 that I can match up against, but seemingly not. But a lot of the pros that I know, and a lot of the pros that I open rewards for and such, they don't even play this. Last week, it was 12,600 some odd points for rank 3, and I already have, 540 points. So I know I'll be able to get myself to rank 3 playing just another game or 2 here or there, get myself a rare players pack and a mega pack, and then not have to play the game again. But obviously, if I want to get better, then I should spam rivals and try and get better, hope that I stay in Division 1. But it has to go hand in hand with me getting better and improving my team, because I'm never going to get the greatest I can be with the team that I currently have. Not to say again that my team is bad, because my team is great. But even now, 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago as it is now actually, when I started getting Elite 2, I had basically the exact same team as what I have now. There are a few anomalies that are different, but generally speaking, this team is the same since I've been getting Elite 2 6 weekend leagues ago. The reason why that's a problem is that whilst my team has remained the same getting Elite 2 for those 4 weeks in a row, everybody else's team has increased and improved massively. So now all of a sudden, in those tough games where I teamed my opponents and, I might have got 25 wins because I won 3 games, whereas, like, that guy was really good. I just had the benefit of an incredible team. Now we might be in a case of, actually, those 3 tough games that I won last week because I had such a great team, I'm now losing because even though I've got this team, it's actually not quite up to standard in those tough, tense games. So, we definitely have plateaued in terms of team, and putting players like Lacazette, Torreira, and Son into the team isn't improving my squad. It's just changing the players that I had already there. In fact, De Bruyne has to go back into my squad, basically. As much as I love that Torreira card, I can quite happily just put Lacazette into there, start the team like this, and then enjoy myself with this team and have, sadly, I don't have 2 CDMs in this setup, so maybe I would have to get Guilavogui in there, maybe pop him in there. I don't know. I'd have to figure out the best balance for the team. But bottom line is from, like, one of the reasons why I've slipped out of Elite 2 the last 2 weekend leagues, other than just bottling it and playing bad, is because I've been changing my team up. I've been using different teams than I normally would, and it's costing me ultimately. And I am torn, as you guys probably will be listening to this, in the whole fun versus efficiency factor. I would love to have a full weekend league with this NepentheZ card, because it is a great card, and it would just be really cool to know what I'd do with a full weekend league with him. But it won't be fun in those games that are really tough, really tense, because he might be the reason why I lose a game or 2 because I don't have Aubameyang in the team or whatever. And then on top of that, I really want to have a weekend league where I put the chem style on the players that give them the best rating per position according to FUTBin. And for Ferdinand, I believe that's either a backbone or a sentinel. So a sentinel makes Ferdinand a 95 rated centre-back, and a shadow makes him a 93 rated centre-back. I'm very tempted to put a Sentinel on him for this weekend league, deal with the minimal pace boost, and increase the areas that make him as high rated as possible. And the same with Varane, and the same with Lala, and the same with Mbappe. Like for Mbappe, for me, Mbappe plays either cam, or he plays right mid if I use the 4-4-2. But I'm using 4-2-2 or 4-2-3-1 at the moment. So Mbappe for me plays cam. So the best spot I can get for cam for him, we can get a 90 cam on basic, a 90 cam on sniper, which is actually pretty good, a 91 cam with Deadeye, so Deadeye makes him a much better cam, a 92 cam with Artist, a 92.1 cam actually with Artist. So I do wonder, should I put an Artist chem style on him for the weekend, or a Maestro? Maestro takes him to a 92 rated cam too, and get him up to being a 92 rated card instead of the 89 rated card that I've got him with the sniper, or the 90 rated card. So something to think about for sure, that I want to hear your feedback on in the comment section before I make a decision to do it. But I just want to test some stuff out. I just want to try some things. But obviously I'm not going to be able to do that without sacrificing wins in the weekend league and potentially Division 1 to do so. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. I'm very excited to hear what you guys have got to say, no matter whether you agree or disagree. As long as you structure your comment in a positive manner, we'll be able to have a proper discussion about it. But this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.